we've got a really great speaker in London, actually. Jonathan Blanco will talk about brands take NFT to the first billion users. Please speak up, Jonathan.
Hey, I see some of you getting up. Go back and sit down. I see you back there. You're not allowed to leave yet. How's everybody doing today? My name is Jonathan G. Blanco. I am the founder and CEO of Niftmint, where we're building NFT infrastructure for brands. Basically, we're the simplest way for brands to be able to create NFTs and abstract the cryptocurrency. So we're talking about how we get the first billion users to NFTs. So let's break down what a billion is real quick. If you had 1 million people, that would take about 4 square kilometers. 1 billion people would be 4,000 square kilometers, or roughly the size of an island in the Caribbean. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 31 years. And it took till 1804 to have 1 billion people on planet Earth. But the internet, we did that in 2005, basically with Facebook and YouTube, and then Facebook itself up to 2012. Now let's compare that to crypto. These are a little bit old numbers when it comes to MetaMask, but MetaMask had 30 million users as of last year, and there's roughly 50 million people who own crypto in the USA as of February 2023. So let's put that into perspective. When you think about the biggest brands, a lot of people have been talking about Starbucks. Starbucks has 27.5 million loyalty members. So why would Starbucks focus on 30 million crypto users if they can just go directly to their loyalty folks? T-Mobile has 120 million customers. Why would they focus on a crypto consumer if they can offer Web3 to their existing user base? And Unilever sells 3.4 billion products a day. Oh, sorry, people use it a day. So quite simply, we've got to follow it where the money is. And e-commerce is a $5.5 trillion industry. And the question I want to ask everybody here is, do you think that brands will sell more digital products in the future than they do right now? And if you do think that they do you think it'll perpetually increase? Well, if you think that's the case, then you really should consider NFTs being that medium, because brands are the best at selling products and offering products to their customer base. Brands are the gateway to NFT and crypto adoption because they already have the community. They already have the connection front. The issue right now is simply that NFTs are just a little bit difficult to consume. So the brands that are in Web3 right now, they're not doing the best job of serving their consumers when they tell them to figure out what ETH is or figure out what a crypto is, find it on an exchange, have a wallet, connect it. No brand is in the business of educating people how to purchase their products with new currency. They're in the business of selling their product and giving their product to their key customers. So let's break down really what an NFT is overall at its most basic function. Essentially what an NFT is, it's a digital wrapper around a digital product. Notice how we're going back to that whole digital product concept. So we're talking about programmable code, programmable JPEG, or how about this, a better JPEG or a better PNG. So if you're a brand and you're offering digital products, would you rather offer a JPEG or a PNG that is not immutable, that could be copied, or would you rather offer something that would be immutable, on the blockchain, has the authenticity behind it? Clearly you would prefer the second one on that. And the reason why that becomes so important is if we think about it in the context of today, that would be really cumbersome to tell the consumer, again, to get these wallets. But once you create that abstraction layer and it becomes simple and integrated into the brand ecosystem, that's when it becomes a better situation. So brands sell products to their customers that their customers love overall, right? And brands are the best community builders out there. There's no better community builder than a brand. I'm sure I have a pair of Jordans on right here. Does anybody else out there have a pair of Jordans on right now? No? Okay, back there. So he and I might start conversation just basically on the shoes that we're wearing overall. These are the types of community connections that already happen. So for a brand to go ahead and leverage that is where they're going to have the best opportunities when it comes to NFTs. So I'm going to leave you with this. There are non-negotiables for brands when you issue and you create your own NFT. You must own the experience. I know AWS is over here and I buy stuff from Amazon all the time, but no brand wakes up in the morning and says, how can I convert more of my customers from my .com to Amazon.com, right? They use Amazon.com because right now, and for the longest time, that's been a really great medium to sell. Yes, there are great NFT marketplaces out there, but no brand needs to drive their customers to an NFT marketplace because they are likely going to be driving more customers to that NFT marketplace than the NFT marketplace even has. This is why the brand needs to own the customer experience that needs to take place on their .com. You need to allow the consumer to purchase in their native currency. Having someone purchase in cryptocurrency is the equivalent of saying, hey, I need you to upload or load money onto a gift card to then also buy money or buy my product from me. You just wouldn't do that from a brand perspective. Having the NFTs stay on the brand website. So if I go and I purchase a pair of or a bag from Hermes, I want to be going back to Hermes.com to see my NFT. And that creates a loyalty mechanic for Hermes to have people to go back there. And less is more. So there's no reason to mint 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 or some high amount. You can actually use best manufacturing practices in doing this and minting things on demand, right? You can create that scarcity from the onset. The last slide, and I'll open it up for a handful of questions if anybody has it. So I've been working in retail technology since 2009. I've been working in crypto since 2017 at the intersection of Web3 and crypto. And I share that because I come at crypto and Web3 from the lens of the brand. I'm often like the outsider at these types of conferences because I am anti a decentralization from a brand context. I think it makes a lot of sense from a money context and an individual context. But if you're a brand, again, your business is to make sure that your product is available to your customer set. You can connect with me on Twitter. Again, my company is called Niftmint. A lot of the things that we talked about in this presentation, we do. But does anybody have a question? I have 2 minutes if anyone has one. No questions. Oh, good.
Oh, this is top one.
So the question is, what's the affordability for a smaller business versus a larger business? So look, the tech, even with tool sets, you have to have someone manage this tool, right? So it's no different than in the early days of social media. You need to have someone that's managing your social channels, etc. So as long as you have that individual that's dedicated to taking that time and it's not going to take time away from the business, then I think it is a good move for a smaller company overall. And the easiest way for a smaller company to get involved is to think about it from the notion of loyalty and rewards. And if they already do a loyalty mechanic or they already have a loyalty card, that's something that they can use for that. Anybody else have a question? Good. Hey. What's the use case I see for brand outside of loyalty rewards? I love this question because it's the most boring use case, but I think it's going to be the most active use case. So a lot of people talk about loyalty. A lot of people talk about digital twins, also an interesting use case. I really think it's going to have to do with like authentication and warranty. So I love to use an example of my made up NFT for a Whirlpool dishwasher. So I want you to imagine that you go to Best Buy, you buy your Whirlpool dishwasher, and they say, hey, do you want the service plan that comes with it? And that service plan that comes with it just happens to be an NFT because you load all the information around the actual physical good into that NFT as well. So you get to have this really neat image and maybe the dishwasher door opens and closes, but you have the serial number, the warranty information, the service information, where it was manufactured, when it was manufactured. Maybe you have an RFID or NFC chip into the physical dishwasher, so that way you can connect it and make sure it's really yours, etc. So I think we'll see that across everything overall. My time's up. Thank you, everybody. I'll be over here if you want to talk. Jonathan G. Blanco, JG Product on Twitter. Have a good one.
Great job, Jonathan. Thank you so much.